Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing today? I wasn't going to post yet, but I have also another kind of a big post tonight. So I thought maybe I would post first and go over some of our codes and just a few little things that came up today that I think are really important for us to know. I was tagged in a couple of comments today, and one of the most recent ones I was tagged in was going back and forth between her and Mr. Yuzos. And then he brought up a good point at the end. The more I stay on there arguing with him, which is pointless, proven, the less time I have here with you all. Thank you for reminding me that, Mr. Yuzos. So tonight, I just wanted to do a little bit of education, little talking on our tribal code. Just our tribal code, okay? I don't want to just throw so much at you all, okay? But these are really important sections of our code that pertain to all of these felonies that I've been talking about, okay? Because some people don't seem to understand or seem to think that we should care that we've been lied to. I'm going to start tonight with our code, and then I'll touch a little bit, just a little bit, on a few subjects that were brought up today, okay? I hope everybody's tuned in, all my favorites. I hope you all are tuned in. You all know who you are. I mention you every day repeatedly, every segment of Prove Me Wrong. All these allegations that need to be answered by you all. For some reason, you all don't feel obligated. But I'm going to read a few things here tonight, okay? I'm going to read a few things tonight. And I'm doing really well. I'm doing really well right now. Just letting you all know. I'm doing great. Okay? So in this code here, Mescalero Apache Tribal Code. Okay? The things that I'm going to read to you, I don't believe they've been revised, but who knows? Who knows? We don't even know what they're changing. I mean, who's to say? Okay, so here, if you open up this tribal code book, just to page 9, just the very beginning. I mean, it's just right in the intro here, and you're gonna go down to 137. Gabe, are you listening to this? I hope you are. It says 137, pardons by the tribal president. Any candidate claiming that he or she has been pardoned by the tribal president and that therefore that he or she is eligible for candidacy must attach a copy of the pardon to the statement of intent. Can we see a copy of that pardon? Because I believe he needs to be pardoned before he can run. Let's see. Furthermore, the election board may request that the candidate present an original for inspection by the election board. Wow. So I would like to know, where's your letter, Gabe? Where is your pardon letter? Is it attached? Is it attached to your letter of intent? Your statement of intent? Who pardoned you? Who pardoned you, Mr. Aguilar? May we see? Because if you were not pardoned, what does that mean if you were not pardoned and you ran? What does that mean? Today I was really busy again. Right now, I am heading up to meet with some people. I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited to meet with them. After which, I will be doing another live. I'll have to find some service somewhere. Pull over, but I'm going to work around all this. So today, I thought for sure I was going to get a little envelope, maybe, you know, something exciting for me. And then I pulled up and, ooh, there was an envelope on my door. So I get all my junk off the car. Junk, I have a lot of stuff in my arms. I took a picture of it. My baby opened the door. I threw all my stuff down, grabbed that paper and threw it down with them. And then gave, you know, greet your children. You hug them, love on them. And my dad tells me, oh, my nephew left that on the door. I don't know what it is. I said, oh, interesting. Well, let's put it right back there for your nephew until he comes back to show us what it is. So I did. I put it right back there on my door where Mr. Scott left it. I want to read you a few things, okay? They're really interesting. These are our laws, okay? This is one of my biggest points, is that our laws are not being utilized appropriately, only when it benefits them. But no, these laws, they go every day, 24/7, all year long, for everybody equally. They don't bend, they don't tweak, they don't, nothing. They're clear as day, clear as day. You council members better start reading this book. Because, man, it shows that you're not. It shows that you're not. Let's see. Then you go to your page 42. 42 of this great code, okay? 235. 235A. You ready? Service of process. The original summons and a copy of the complaint shall be served personally by an officer of the court upon the defendant or upon a member of his household who is over the age of 14 years. The officer serving the summons and complaints shall secure the signature of the person receiving them and file a return with a clerk of the court acknowledging that service was made, the time, date, and place of service, and the name of the person served. Mr. Ivan Scott, how long have you been a process server? And I know we've gone over these process procedures, the codes. I mean, I'm pretty sure I have an email regarding these codes and the process to serve somebody. Does Mr. Scott not know his codes on process serving? I mean, he should. This is his job. It's been his job for quite a while. Has he done a background? Has he done a background? Let's look into that one too. Okay. Let's see. The court clerk shall file the return and the acknowledgement when received. Did any of you clerks file anything received by me, by Ivan and I, signing anything together? I didn't even see him. I didn't even get to see his face. B, if service cannot be made as in subsection A, the court clerk shall send a copy of the summons and complaint by registered mail. Return receipt requested to the last known address of the defendant. Upon the receipt of the returned receipt bearing the signature of the defendant. I didn't turn anything in at the court. So I know I must be the defendant, and I know I did not sign anything. Let's see. The clerk shall file same, and the defendant shall have 20 days to answer the complaint from the date of his signature before the judgment is entered. See. If service cannot be made and there is reason to believe that the defendant is residing at another Indian reservation, a copy of the summons and complaint shall be forwarded to the BIA special officer for said reservation, along with a letter from the judge requesting him authorizing him to make service upon the defendant and to forward and return when service is effective. The defendant shall have 20 days to answer from the date of service before judgment is entered. That's if you're served properly. You know, according to our codes. Face to face. Signing and dating. Black ink. Just important stuff. Okay, here. Let's see. Two, 3, 6. Substituted service of process. A. When any plaintiff or his agent in any civil action or proceeding commenced before the tribal court shall have attempted to serve a defendant in the manner and under the form of process for personal service pursuant to 235A or 235B of this code, which I just went over with you, that wasn't done, and having been unable to secure such personal service, shall file a sworn statement with the Mescalero Apache Tribal Court that the defendant resides or has gone off the reservation or has concealed himself within the reservation, has avoided service of process upon him, or his whereabouts cannot be discovered. I'm assuming that should say be discovered after due inquiry and search has been made, or is in any manner situated so that the process cannot be served upon him, then and in such case it shall be the duty of the tribal court to issue a notice of the pendency of said action or proceeding. Judge Dahl, do you read these? Do you judges up there read these codes? Do you know them? Because this is in our code. These are our laws. Here on the Mescalero Apache Reservation, these are our laws. Which shall be posted at the administrative offices of the Mescalero Apache tribe. The Mescalero Service Unit, Indian Health Service, the United States Post Office, Mescalero, the Tribal Store, and the Mescalero Apache Tribal Court. In addition, said notice shall be published in the Apache Scout if possible. And then it goes so on. But I'm going to stop there because we didn't even reach A. We didn't even successfully even attempt A. If Ivan Scott cannot abide by these codes, take him out. That's a big job he has. What's your salary, Ivan? What's your background? Let's pull Mr. Scott's background. You all are coming hard after me. All these people violating my rights. Violating my rights. Who gave you the authority to violate my rights? Was it General Counsel? How do we prove that General Counsel is not representing any of these people? let's carry on. Let's carry on, because I have more. Oh, let's see. Remember last night, my feed, my second feed? Okay, and I asked, how, Mr. Frizzell, do you have a gaming license? How? How do you have one? I'd really like to know. We all have a right to know. So here, right here, you open up this code book that, you know, this our tribal code, Mescalero Apache tribal code. Open it up. I hope all you council members are free right now to take a look at it. These few things I'm going over because they're pretty important. Pretty important. So, you go to page 464. What does this page contain here? 2965. Qualifications for employment testing. Now, this is out of our gaming section, okay? Let's see what this is called here, the beginning chapter. Chapter 25. Oh, no, sorry. That's what our leaders are. I'm just throwing things out there. Chapter 29, gaming. Okay? Here we go. 2965, qualifications for employment testing. Employees of the gaming enterprise shall be of good moral character, and as a condition of their employment shall agree to any lawful means of testing for truthfulness at any time without prior notice concerning the handling, collection, and or disbursement of gross receipts. No person shall be employed by the gaming enterprise whose prior activities, criminal record, if any, reputation, habits, or associations pose a threat to the public interest or to the effective regulations and control of gaming. Effective. That's an important word, really big. Or create or enhance the dangers of unsuitable, unfair, or illegal practices, methods, and activities in the operation or conduct of gaming, or the carrying of a business and financial arrangement incidental thereto. Section 7, Mescalero Apache Tribal Gaming Commission. Okay, I mean, these are just... there's a lot to this one chapter. Chapter 29, gaming. Y'all go through it. Mr. Aguilar, General Counsel, sit down with everybody, your council. Go over 29, okay? Go over 29. All of you. Frizzell, you come sit down. Tyner, you come sit down. Oh, Sharon, Jamie, you all come sit down and listen. Read this. This whole chapter needs to be memorized by you all. 2971, Establishment of Mescalero Apache Tribal Gaming Commission. Then you go on to 2972. Should I read 2971? Establishment of Gaming Commission. There is hereby establishment of the Mescalero Apache Tribal Gaming Commission for the purposes of regulating all games of chance within the reservation and enforcing this gaming ordinance. Then you go to 297-2, Powers and Duties. The Mescalero Apache Tribal Gaming Commission shall have the following powers and duties. Not just powers, but duties. You go down, you pass A, B, C. They're all important, so you read those. Go back and read those, okay? Because they're all important. D, to implement and administer a system, including the promulgation of regulation for investigating, licensing, and monitoring management, employees, vendors, and others connected with gaming activities, including the issuance of site license to gaming facilities and the issuance of temporary license and licenses to individuals and entities, and the verification of internal controls as required under this ordinance, IGRA, and any procedures prescribed by the Secretary of the Interior. That sounds really important, all that. Really important. E. To conduct background investigations regarding any person or entity in any way connected with any gaming activity and issue license to, at minimum, all qualified gaming enterprise key employees and primary management officials under requirements at least as strict as those established in Section 9E6 of the ordinance, and grant, deny, condition, suspend, revoke, and renew license, and hear and decide matters affected such granting, denying, conditioning, suspension, revocation, or renewal of license. How did Frizzell get his license? Who dropped the ball on that one? Maybe we should ask for them to also pay back. Then you go to I, to investigate any suspicious of wrongdoing related to any gaming activity or find suitable to imposition of a fine upon any person or entity for any cause deemed reasonable by the Gaming Commission. Who's going to do that? Who's going to do this? Like right now, this should already be going. Frizzell should already be gone. Gone. Okay. Then you need to read J, K, L, M, and I mean, all of it is really important, but I'm just trying to skip through this, okay? O, to enter into contracts and memoranda of understanding as directed by tribal resolution of the Mescalero Apache Tribal Council for activities necessary to the discharge of the duties of the Mescalero Apache Tribal Gaming Commission, provided that, and to contract with the National Indian Gaming Commission for the enforcement of federal regulations governing gaming and Indian reservations, provided that the Mescalero Apache Tribal Gaming Commission may not, listen, may not employ any person who would be disqualified from being a commissioner under one or more of the 4 prohibitions in Section 7E below. And then you just need to read all these pages, okay? And then go to 471. 2993. This is really big. You need to read all of these, you guys. All of these. Background investigations to determine eligibility to work in gaming enterprises. Who does this? Who did this back in... How long have you been there, Mr. Frizzell? Big COO. Who did his background? A, upon receipt of completed application and required fee for licensing, the Mescalero Apache Tribal Gaming Commission shall conduct or cause to be conducted a background investigation to ensure that the applicant is qualified for licensing. Who does this? Whose responsibility is this? I don't understand why Mr. Frizzell is still there. Why is he still sitting in that casino, that inn? Why are we still paying him? I would like to know why. I really, really would like to know why. I just don't get it. I don't get it. What is so important about this uneducated 19-year-old child who has a cocaine 4th-degree felony, and then his marijuana possession was dismissed? That's a lot of marijuana. What was he doing with all of that? Were you going to smoke all that? Y'all better get him out of there. It's in our code. Are we going to risk losing our whole gaming license for this felon? Is that a possibility? Could that happen to us? Can somebody let me know if that's possible? So today I talked with a lot of people again. I had a busy day. But it's nice talking with my people. Really nice. Last night, our Mescalero people really came together. I couldn't believe all the people looking for these 2 babies. It was great. I was really proud of everybody. Y'all did a great job taking care of our babies. So you all need to listen up, and let's see how we can take care of them forever, okay? Because these are things that need to be answered, need to be taken care of, need to be handled right away, because this is just far enough. Somebody needs to hear us, somebody up north. We really need to get that, all these feds in here to just look through everything. Deb Haaland, somebody has to be able to tag her. Get this to her. Get this somewhere up there to the BIA regional office. Let's get somebody down here to look into them. Anything. Come on, just get these wheels going. So, today, I had the privilege of talking with people regarding their children. I had a comment on one of my videos. Terry Renee. I thought that was very important because she talked about adoption. Adoption of our child, of our Apache child, to a non-native in Capitan, she says. And then she talks about a teen mama, a teen mom from here, an Apache teen mom, who's going to be sent to treatment and was stripped from her baby. Do you all know the importance of having your baby? In order to be successful in your treatment, you need your baby. Shouldn't we be finding a treatment so that this person can have her baby and be building parenting skills as well? Why are we removing the baby from them, from all family, and placing them with non-tribal? Can somebody answer me that? Nelva, General Counsel? Maybe if I start addressing you as General Counsel, I'll get some answers from you. Tell me how that's fair, that this lady is trying to find her family, her babies, and we're just adopting them off, sending them off. You all better look into this and get her babies. Find out where our babies are. Was this done right? With just cause? Was there enough reason to do this? I can't imagine any reason to allow people to allow people, non-natives, to adopt our babies. Are these people going to teach our babies our culture, our heritage? Are they going to tell them about how far we came as indigenous people? That's a good point. How many tribal foster parents have been paid and are current with getting paid? You know, being reimbursed for caring for our babies. You know, we're able to keep our babies here on our homeland with these tribal foster parents. So it's important that we make sure that they get their payment. And then these non-tribal ones, are their payments current? Let's look into this. Let's make sure our people are taken care of. Let's just stop paying those people and bring our babies back. Let's just stop paying them and bring our babies back. How about we try that? Nelva, use your degree. Something you learned in school, something. Brainstorm, bring our babies back. Figure out something. You're very smart. You're in charge of 2 things. You got 2 titles. 2 titles. Okay. I would like to talk about the school a little bit. My daughter comes home starving. My niece comes home starving. They hate the food. It's disgusting. It's disgusting, she said, Mom. And I said, take a picture of it. Take a picture of it. So then I was asking around, looking into, you know, the school's page. Neda Davalos is the cafeteria director. That's good. We have Neda Davalos in there, a tribal member. I want to do background checks on all our directors. All of them. Because I was told that Miss Davalos creates a very hostile environment to work in. If you're working with our babies, do you think you should be creating hostile environments? No. Some of these babies, that is the only meal they will get. Not all, but most. I'm willing to bet most. And you're going to feed them this? Do you eat it? Do you eat it? All you staff there? School board, go up and eat with them. Go eat there every day, school board. All you staff that are just letting them feed these to our kids, go eat it every day. Go eat it. What they feed our kids, go eat it. Where's Miss Njadi? Where's Rosalind Njadi? I was told she no longer works there. That cannot be. That cannot be. How long have you been there, Miss Rosie? Tell us why you left. This is just, you've devoted so much time to our babies, to our school, ensuring that the funds were handled appropriately, went everywhere appropriately. Why did you leave? Please tell us why you left. Go back. Go back. All of you need to just stop leaving, resigning. Fight for your job. Stand up and speak up. But then I guess it's hard to speak up when you are told and made to sign a non-disclosure statement for all school staff. What kind of school is this that you're signing a non-disclosure statement? What are they not supposed to talk about? Y'all better look into this school. Do we have janitors sleeping on the job? But we're just going to allow them to stay? Do we have any tribal members that have locksmith experience? If any of you tribal members, even you affiliates that have locksmith experience, and you can pass a background check, go apply. But you stay awake, don't sleep, okay? I know they're allowing it, but don't do it. Don't do it. Just do your job, okay? If we have custodians that are non-tribal sleeping on the job, get rid of them. Get rid of them. You need a locksmith? Ask. Put a position out for your tribal members. Y'all better look into this school. I don't understand why we're signing non-disclosure statements in a school. I understand HIPAA. Maybe tomorrow we'll go over HIPAA, because I understand that's violated quite a bit. What's going on? We need a whole new revamp. We just need to go through there and just redo it. Let's see, the last thing I'm going to touch on before my next interview is the 638 for forestry. Let's see, how many of UGS workers are there? UGS, some of you are way up there. You've devoted a lot of time training, a lot of years to this job. A lot. And when this 638 takes over, I guarantee that Mr. Aguilar will not meet salaries for these GS employees. No. You'll be cut down. Pay what he feels is appropriate, because, you know, he knows it all. He's a doctor, psychiatrist, this 30-year-old child. Okay, we just got our new helicopter in. You know, we just leased our helicopter again. So explain to me, Gabe, Nelva, council members, VP, all of you, because this is important, this here. All of this stuff I mentioned is very important. Whoever else is involved. Whoever else is involved in this 638 with the forestry, whose crazy idea was it to even do this to the forestry? Is it another director with a DWI who presented this to our leader, our great leader? So, with our new helicopter we got, you know, we just leased. Once we become 638, all these GS employees are no longer GS, they're now civilian. You're not allowed in our helicopters, in those helicopters, as a civilian, are you? Who works at the forestry that can answer this? John Montoya, Danny Siza, all you older ones that have been there, you heads, you upper heads, tune in and answer these for me. I just need to know. I'm not fussing, pointing fingers at you. I'm just asking. Is this correct? Is this correct? Will any of you be allowed to fly that helicopter as a civilian? Okay. So, if a fire, you all listen to this because this is big. This is really big for our whole reservation. This could just take it all here. This is huge, okay? If a fire were to start back on our reservation, it started right there on our reservation, okay? And our civilian forest firefighters go to fight it, and it takes off. And now it's going into Lincoln's forest, and who knows how far it'll spread. Are you ready to fight that lawsuit, Nelva? That's a big lawsuit. That's a huge lawsuit. You're opening the doors for us for that. Do you understand what that means, Nelva? Like, you're sitting up there making these decisions for us day after day. I don't even understand why you're still sitting in there. You need to start educating yourself on all of these things you're deciding on. Terry Renee. My nieces were in my care. Their parents have alcohol issues. I believe the wife was Native. I don't know if it was our tribe. The husband was not Native. I asked to take them back instead of off the res. They said no. My aunt even asked for them. They refused. The couple filed after time passed to adopt them. The mom showed up to fight adoption. I don't know the details, but they were awarded adoption and eventually left state to adoptive mom passed. I was told by extended family, but that's the last I heard about my niece. I was told she's doing good, but that's not the point. That isn't the point. It's great that she's doing good, but that's our baby. Y'all better look into that. Y'all better look into that. The mom was there to contest. She wanted her baby. We should have helped her. We should have gotten her help. Sent her with her baby somewhere to get treatment. We do it for everyone else. Thank you, Miss Terry Renee. Let's see. Back to this. So our lawsuits, Miss Cervantes. Are you able to handle that? Are we able to handle that financially? Financially, are we able to handle that? Overhead, can we handle overhead? Do you understand what overhead is? Because I didn't. I had to, have it explained to me, all this stuff. This is just the basics. This is just the tip. The tip of it, okay? This is just the tip of it. You really all need to look into everything, okay? How many other 638 programs do we have? We need to look at them and see how successful they were or are. Look into them, because we're trying to fail another one. And this one is huge for us. Well, I have to go and do my interview, you all. But I'll be back. I'll be back with some good things. You all stay tuned. Gabe, General Counsel, Tyner, Frizzell, Chief Judge. I just don't understand why we're including this non-tribal lady. Go home already. Frizzell, you shouldn't even be working. You should be giving us that money back for lying all those years. And then whoever gave him his license too. Look into that. All these directors, start doing background checks so they don't have to be driving our vehicles with DWIs. Do your background check so we're not hiring violent people, that like to beat on people. We got to stop that. We got to stop bringing people back. We got to stop suspending people and bringing them back. Stay tuned tonight. I'll drive up a little and find some more service after I get an earful for my people. And you all better believe I'm going to continue fighting. And all of you that want to stay blinded by their lies, I don't know what it is you all see. Then, yeah, stay blinded. Pretty soon, you won't have anything to say. How are you going to defend them? I'm really interested. I'll see you all pretty soon. Open your code books. Look it up. Council. President Nelva. Nelva. Why don't you have a training with your court staff? Let them know the procedures that they're supposed to follow. Don't be telling them to violate my rights or any of us, okay?